has it all teed up. And here we go from Toronto. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. Cup 19. Cup 19. They smash.
Daniels going to throw to get us started. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Hurt. Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Still has some space inside the 35.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Tag! Viking 18! Go street! Check! Go!
Daniels now. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Ready up!
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18! Here we go! Panther 60!
Air it out on 3rd. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Come on.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Check. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Catch is made in close. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal.
2. 70 Lions.
Robinson can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Set it. 60 Eagle.
Daniels now against a blitz. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds finish up an excellent opening series. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Trujillo ends on the point after. And the Thunderbirds will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Trujillo to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Takes the second down snap. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Ready, set.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
70, 18, 5 in. 79 Broncos. Go.
Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Big hit on the return to stop him cold.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Bronco, hey, hey.
Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Check, Panther. Ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Staying with Robinson. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
31, Daniels has his man caught by Odunze. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And they're going to have a first down now. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 6, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Set, hurt.
On first down, here's Daniels. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Panther 11. Hey, Smash.
We got it.
Daniels on first down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
5-yard line.
Worried about that, my shows up. All in the kiss can't get the cold up.
Get it. Ready.
And you just get the play off. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80. Chop alert.
Give now to the running back. And stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Back-to-back carries here. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They strike for 23 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And the Vikings first down.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk, go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Ready. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
70, here we go. Stop. Mustang 19, Viking 18. 79 Broncos. 19 tight.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Smash. Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Space on the right. He's got room. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds take a 20-zip lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds stretch their lead to 21. Trujillo to kick it away. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Looking on 1st down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
19 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Brought in, Ty Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing it again here. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Sticking to the air here. Outside, this is into the hands of Felton. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. A gain of 15 there. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The Amador Lenore, they're on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Mustang. Bronco 80. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. This finds its targets. That's Royals. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Vikings, 1st down.
18, 5 years.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Number 36.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and 3 now. Man in motion here.
Viking 18.
Handoff on second and short. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They send a man in motion. Pass play on first and goal. Jump off caught by his back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game.
Vikings 7. Will Reichert to kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to bring up first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Cup 19. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go street.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Here's Daniels. Yeah, for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
Going long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Stephanie! Viking 18!
Dive play straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
19 tight. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 8. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Trap. 9 Warriors 70. Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. On the left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, ready?
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
18, Rattler. 18, ready? Hawk 70, Hawk. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
70 Timberwolves.
Second down, looking for options. Chased out to his right. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Gronk, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Yard attempt.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Reichert connects there. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting from the 5. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Hand off to the back. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, kid, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Crack all 80.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st down from the 42.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the jump. Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70. Go.
Setting up to throw. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Flag, 79 Brock, 70 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
He's going to throw it again. He rolls to his right. Cut for big yards on the right side. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
70, Timberwolf.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Working quickly here. There's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
Keeps the score in Thunderbirds 21. Vikings.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Record to kick off for the Vikings.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Get it. Go.
On 2nd down, Robinson It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
He's tackled up at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19. Liking 18.
Check call.
Ready,
Daniels now. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Ready.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. Still fighting forward. And that is a touchdown. The Thunderbirds hold an 11-point advantage. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
18, Pioneer.
Daniels looking to throw. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, he just cost them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kennedy Lions. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Dixie Maverick.
Now looking to throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That pick-6 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Point conversion.
Throwing now, Daniels. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe King.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score at 35. Vikings 16.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now.
Okay, ready?
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to work they go after the interception. Throw left side, complete. Jukes a man, he's running free. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Ready? Come 19. Cougar 19. Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Get it. Ready, ready.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there, forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
An 8-yard gain.
70.
4th down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Check smash. Check smash. 60, trap 60.
And they're going to go. It's Daniels. It's complete. This is 11. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
At the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions.
Going right side, Robinson with it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check out.
Daniels back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
19 Lions. Bronco 80. 18 Pioneer. Street. Panther 11. 19 tight. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Daniels on 1st down. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
This is Robinson. He has room past the 25. Running down the left side. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds go up by 19.
42. Vikings 23.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Cougar 19. 60 Bellcat. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, Nick feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Tap to 60.
Another carry for him. There he goes on the right side. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Plowing up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Back to the well again. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
70 Rangers, 2. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
They're going play action. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up 3rd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19, 18. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Ready, 70 Timberwolf. Ready,
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
here we go, here we go.
Here's Daniels. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe King. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Red, 60 Nets, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Pass play coming here. Finds a seam down the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Move the little momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the red zone now. Catch made. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
He's dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Go!
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Toronto first down.
Ready?
Going to the ground again on first. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go! Buffalo 18, 19, Tiger 19. Ready?
Now Daniels to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Ready? Cougar.
4th down. Here's Daniels. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards and a fresh set of downs, too.
Toronto first down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the
60
24-yard
Eagles,
line.
60 Eagles.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Toronto. Thunderbirds nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Alert. Viking 18.
Running left is Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. We've paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play.
Ready up.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now here's Cam Scatteroo on the ground. Cuts it to the right, and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches?
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Birds 48, Vikings 29.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. Not a good effort there. They're going to bring him down just beyond the 10.
First and 10. At their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Mustang. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completes downfield to Felton. Space on the right. He's got room. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Takes away from 1. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know you can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. This is Scatteroo, left side. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
2nd and 7. At the 45-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Strike. Strike. Bronco 80. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Yard loss on the play.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of 5.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this.
Stephanie! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. Go Street. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Daniels to throw on fourth. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Wide open down the field, and he has it! He has the touchdown. The Thunderbirds have likely locked up the win right there. This is Trujillo to try to point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds go up by 19.
Vikings 36.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
Cut 19, cut 19. Tag. Cowboy, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's his running back. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Warriors 70. Go.
Working now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
That's another.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Thunderbirds as we say so long from Toronto.